it's been reported that Trump has decided to pull back some of the military intelligence that we typically share with Ukraine, that they've pressured certain satellite companies, I think it's Maxar is the name of one of the companies, to not give Ukrainians satellite imagery. Part of the intelligence that they're withholding, it's been reported or it's rumored, is the intelligence about incoming Russian missiles. Now, if you know the conditions on the ground in Ukraine, there are air raid sirens all the time. In Kyiv, in Lviv, and the further east you go, right? Lviv doesn't get too many, but the further east you go, you'll hear more of these air raid sirens over and over and over again throughout the day. And it's because, Russia can essentially hit anywhere in Ukraine within 10 minutes, or roughly that. So when a Russian jet scrambles, the whole country might go under alert. And it looks like yesterday that Ukraine got pounded pretty hard with missiles. And it remains to be seen. Again, it's still a rumor that we've pulled back the intelligence that would warn the Ukrainians about incoming missiles. If we did that, there's a few things I have to say. One, it's evil, because Russia has no compunction about killing civilians. They really don't. They're targeting infrastructure, but they don't care if they hit civilians. And I think the Patriot system that we've given Ukraine to use to intercept these missiles and the intelligence that goes along with using the Patriot system to intercept the missiles, it's saved countless lives. It's also kept Ukraine semi-functional because, really functional if you've been there for the most part, because their infrastructure, their infrastructure is intact. Also, they've really celebrated kind of the first responders to for the infrastructure. They really do get power grids back online pretty quickly, and they're unsung heroes of this war. The guys who are working, the power lines, the sewage, the infrastructure in Ukraine, they're doing a great job. But if we pull back intelligence, it's evil, okay? Now, even if you're somebody who doesn't want to give any more money or help to Ukraine and you want the war to end, it's dumb because essentially you're weakening Ukraine. If anything, if you want a peace deal, you want to keep Ukraine strong, or at least keep them where they're at. Because if Russia starts to get the upper hand in the war, they're going to have an upper hand in the negotiations. So you don't want to do that. But this is Trump's style, the 6D chess. But really, Trump's style is, I'm crazy, you don't know what I'm going to do. That's his style. I'm mercurial, I'm unpredictable, I'm aggressive, and maybe I don't know a whole lot of details, but I've trusted my gut instinct my entire life, and look where it's got me. So he's really operating a lot on his instinct. And as Victor Davis Hanson said about Trump, he does have this animal-like instinct to hone in on certain weaknesses or whatever. And he's lucky. I've said that. He's a very lucky person if you've studied his life at all. But I will say, luck does run out, and sometimes your instinct, your intuition is actually, you end up doing the opposite of what you should do. That happens too, okay? And this time, it's not that your company goes bankrupt or something, or you lose your casino. It's that people can die. Now, I am on board with ending the war. I'm on board with Trump needling the hell out of Europeans to start spending money. But I am not on board with cutting back intelligence. I'm not on board with putting the Ukrainians at a disadvantage before negotiations.